I would put it on the bun. You could fit the pickles. You could put pickles in the pickles. You can fit the pickles in there. You can fit the pickles in there. Come on.
Some onions.
Pickle chicken sandwich. Take it away, John Frickin Smith.
Welcome to the rabbit hole,
How did we end up on that rabbit hole?
where all you knew is wrong. And rules are just suggestions,
I like the pipe.
made up as we go along.
Shut up, Corn.
Fuck you.
And who knows what you'll find here. Maybe heaven or your worst fears. Whatever it may be, it's yours to keep forever.
Just in time. You've entered a rabbit hole. Please go down further. Where there's philosophy hidden within stupidity.
My nipples are sweating.
What are they doing to that chicken?
They're punching holes in it. You know,
Man,
I want to
fuck that.
teabag Hank Azaria. He can make weird noises.
You're fucking weird.
You guys are horrible.
Bunyan rings? Like, I wouldn't eat those.
What the fuck? Hey,
Even if it was Paul Bunyan themed, like, you know what I mean?
Anyone-
Like flannel onion rings or something like that. Be like, yeah, I had a heart attack. Fuck you.
it's a sunshiny day.
Yeah. Fat people need love, too.
What's up? Just in Time Podcast, rookie DJ Corn. This is Jared, one half of the hashtag Blackout Podcast. And, listening to one of your latest episodes, number 353, Maul the Ball. You guys started off the show talking about, I don't know, whatever random podcast, where the people were talking about being pedophiles and how they think it's normal and how they want to lump themselves in with the LGBTQ community because they think that would help the mainstream. Nah, G, not cool, not right, not good, man. I appreciate y'all's sentiment, and I agree with your sentiment that those people aren't good. They are, they're outing themselves as criminals, potential suspects. You know, they need to be picked up, investigated, you know, treated like they're supposed to be treated, which, you know, is going to prison if they've done something. You know, even having not done something, going to get some help, because that is definitely a mental illness. There is nothing normal and natural about that. That is not cool. You know, like little kids and you're a grown up. No, you had that time. That was all before you were 18. Once you turn 18, you turn to a grown up, and it's changed, you know. Maybe you could still date somebody who's like, you know, 16, 15, because that's within a couple of years of being 18. But after that, nah, you got to move on. You got to search for older, you know, old men or men and women that are, you know, of your age or at least your age range, close to your age range. Yeah, that's not cool. I never want to listen to that podcast. You know, never want to hear anything about that being real. And yeah, like you said, if it was something to threaten a government official or something like that, it would get shut down immediately. You know? So those people need to be outed, and they need to be picked up and, harassed by the police and put in jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, but yo, thanks for all the love and support. Always appreciate that. From Jay, we say what's up to y'all. Keep grinding, keep banging, keep doing your thing. We'll have a new episode out, you know, in the next few days. So you'll listen to that, see that. And yeah, take care, brothers. Hashtag we blacking out. Peace.
Hello, and welcome to the rabbit hole. Yes, I'm starting things off a little bit pleasant this time. You are just in time. Who are we? We're the J&T baggers, right?
I was gonna jump in, but I was scared.
Yeah, Millie Van Nielsen joined as always. Yeah, now I'm just going into
so
intro
confused.
mode.
Yeah,
I know. I'm sending the wrong signals. I think the bong
I'm gonna look this way.
Okay. Joined as always by the usual co-host, the other anchor of the show, Norman Blunts. We're very high, as per the usual. Now you have to say something
Yeah, I know.
just because it's gotten awkward. And because I gotta hit this. I think that's what's throwing me off.
Yeah,
too.
dude. Now that, you know that song "You Send Me"? That's what hit my head right now. With yep.
So I had some crazy shit happen, man. Or not so much crazy, but just I had a weird situation, man. A weird work situation. Just not this past Sunday as in yesterday, but the one before. So, remember when I picked you up earlier and I told you that my boss didn't get there yesterday until 11?
Yeah.
Well, the reason I was extremely pissed was because this happened the week before, the Sunday before. Yes. You want to hear a story? Yes, you want to hear a story, of course.
Yeah,
because I've already locked you in. I
I'm
know.
beckoning at the edge of my seat.
So let's go back to the week before. Now the excuse for yesterday was that the boss, I guess he didn't know he was open or something like that. Like they changed his schedule last minute. He rushed there. But fucking what had happened the Sunday before, the boss didn't get there till 12, and we opened. Yes, we open at 11. Now on a Sunday, people show up right when we open, and people were showing up. They're looking at the door like, it says 11 o'clock. Why are you guys all standing out here? Manager's not here. Now, on our particular store, it says the general manager's name. And, general manager underneath. So, he's the one that was supposed to open. And we all knew that. So, we're all sitting there like, yeah, if you got any problems, call corporate and tell them, this guy is not showing up. And I'm sitting there highlighting his name. The best way I could compare it is, remember on Home Improvement, during the Tool time, whenever Tim would start saying some really offensive, like misogynistic type shit, Al would be like, that's, like he would show like the Binford number or whatever like that, like the fucking, like the, you know what I mean?
Here's the lawyers to call, the human resources.
Yeah. So fucking, it was kind of like that. There was like a running joke for, an hour waiting for a manager. We're also talking shit, too. Because this is a particular manager that fucking, we all know, like, drinks a lot. Not quite Corn levels, but, like, Corn if he only put it all into the night, like when he used to. To where, like, he was pretty much one of those perpetually hungover at work, I even caught the dude fucking sucking down a fucking Corona one morning. I didn't say shit, because I'm fucking baked. I'm sitting there mopping the floor and shit, stoned off my ass, listening to a song that's only in my head. I can't say, and I don't mean headphones either. I'm just la 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 la, mopping like an asshole. So we're all talking shit. Yeah, he's probably drunk. He probably just fucking set his alarm for 9 p.m. or something like that. Granted, I got there at 9:30. I'm supposed to be there, so I'm standing out in front of the building looking like a bouncer for 2.5 hours.
Like, you want some? You want some? No, you don't. No, you don't. Not yet. Not yet. He's not here.
And it was nice and chilly too. It wasn't warm, and it wasn't windy. That's the only thing or rainy. That's the only thing I can be glad about. But I left my jacket in the car because I was like, well, usually if they're late, they're like 10, 15 minutes late. The old, like on The Irishman and shit. That's when I give them the 15 minutes. I'll give them the extra 5. 10 minutes, I'm already fucking pissed because you're cutting into my time. Yeah, they can adjust it on the computer to say that I was there on time. But early, you go in the morning, you're setting up a restaurant. You gotta there's shit you gotta do before people can come in. So 12 o'clock, a different manager, not the GM, shows up. GM died in his sleep, heart attack.
Wait, what?
36 years old. Yeah, the GM that was supposed to be there, whose name I was pointing out to customers for a fucking hour. Yeah, straight up had a heart attack in his sleep and fucking died.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
That took a turn for the worst.
Yeah, she comes up, she's like, yeah, he passed away. So, everybody, we're gonna do what we gotta do. She's unlocking the door, like, let's get to work. And she didn't even say in his sleep or give us or heart attack.
What the fuck you mean?
All she said was he passed away. Let's get to work.
That's so fucked up too, though, because that's one of those like
You can't just drop a bomb like that. Now she drops this bomb and it's 12 o'clock. First off, I'm not the only, like I was saying earlier before we were recording and shit, I wasn't the only employee waiting. Of course, by 12 o'clock, there's front,
the whole fucking
the whole
shebang's
crew
there.
is waiting out there. There's a good 7-8 people out there. She gets there, right when she lets us in, some old lady tries to go in with us, and she gets fucking pissed because they closed and locked the door behind us. 20 minutes, bitch. That's all you get. That's all we get. You guys got 20 minutes to get everything hot and ready. And fucking, we've had orders that were coming in at 10:45 before we even open. People trying to get that. I want it done right when you guys fucking open, so I can walk in the door. I don't know what the obsession is with people, but the internet is a piece of shit for allowing people to put in orders before places open. So by the time we get in there, yeah, all our fucking computers are like, bro,
You've been open for 2 hours.
why are you ignoring these tickets? Jesus fucking Christ. Because they still track them and shit. It was a big mess. And we didn't find out till like a few hours later too, like what had happened. So it was just like, we're all just like,
The dude's dead.
yeah, we're all just trying to work and just like, what the fuck? How the fuck did he die? 36 fucking years old. Nobody was thinking heart attack. And that's what's fucked up. Nobody thought actual emergency while we're outside waiting. All of us thought the same thing. He's fucking wasted, hungover at best, and just overslept by a long shot. Like, one chick was on the phone with corporate trying to like, okay, what are we supposed to do? Because the manager's not here to open. Like, we need someone. They're calling all the other managers. No, all the other managers stayed out late and got drunk too. So they're all fucking passed out. The chick that showed up, she was still a little drunk, dude. When you could tell. The only makeup she put on was her fucking eyebrows. Thickness. The eyebrows. And
Just lipsticked it.
yeah. And she left like as soon as the next manager got there because she could barely hold the keys to fucking unlock the door, and she probably had trouble remembering the goddamn alarm code and shit.
She walks in and just starts pounding buttons. They call, yeah, it's me, don't worry.
Yeah, and this whole time that I'm standing out in front of the building, there was another guy standing out there with me and shit, and we're hearing the phone ringing, going off. We're just like, fuck off, dude. I just want to go to work. Of course, I still got paid and shit. Luckily, I was scheduled off at 3, so they adjusted my time to say that I was there at 9:30, and I still left at 3, so I got to work 3 hours. But
yeah, but fuck that. That's
it
one
was
of
a
the
hell of
damn
a
right.
3 hours because word was already getting out. People were Snapchatting us and shit. But all the employees out there fucking standing in front of the building. I'm hungry. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. So
What would have been fucked up is if someone came out, like one of you guys went out and got food, just came back, started eating in the parking lot.
you know, I'm very paranoid too. I'm like, as soon as I get around the corner to go to the Mexican food place that's nearby, that's gonna be when the manager shows up.
Yeah.
Because in our minds, he was the one. He was gonna show up. He was just fucking up big time and might get a stern talking to from his own boss.
Okay. Well, I mean, to be positive in a way, I have a drunk story from this weekend that doesn't involve death.
Well, I was gonna end it without death because
Oh.
when you fast forward to yesterday, and I get there and it's a Sunday again, and I'm standing out in front of the building and the manager's not there, and it's the same guy that's standing out there with me again, waiting to go in. We both fucking. There's no way they can use the same excuse twice. There's just no fucking way there's no way that this isn't Final Destination where just like he who opens on Sunday will die on Sunday from now on. There's no fucking way. But we didn't know who was supposed to open in that one, so we were just like, it was just a guessing
There's
game.
no death. There's no death. There's no death.
But once again, 9:30, I'm walking up to the door. I leave my jacket in the car thinking, like, this fucker's going to be here soon. It was cloudy yesterday. I don't know if you were up at fucking around 9 in the morning, but it was cloudy. And it was windy. And it was chilly. And every time the sun peeked through, me and this guy were looking like crackheads standing out there. Oh, the sun. And then the wind would blow and the fucking clouds would cover the sun, and we just felt like pieces of shit. Because, again, I know as soon as I go to any of the places nearby to try to get some food or some warmth, that's gonna be when the manager shows up. Luckily, it didn't happen twice. So, see, that's a good thing. But I guess that's more of a pay attention to your health, man. Because the guy smoked backwoods. And I don't mean blunts. Oh. Yeah. And I think he inhaled them, too. I don't think he was just a poofer. I think he actually inhaled the backwoods. And drank a lot, and then drank a lot of Red Bulls to try to recover from the alcohol.
I know someone like that.
Mm-hmm. Constantly dehydrated. But, speaking of being drunk, too.
Yeah, I wound up throwing up on my dog this weekend. Like, my personal one. We have 3. They each have their own person.
Basically, because I don't know the name of the dog at the moment, and don't tell me because I'm just going to assume that it's Oscar 2. Even if it's not the same kind of dog, we're just going to call it Oscar 2 for this. I don't know why for the safety of the dog, we're gonna change the dog's name so it doesn't.
My dog's gonna get death threats after this? Like, what the fuck? If you send my dog a death threat, you're a dick, dude. His name's Maximus. It's the little white one.
They're all little and white to me.
No, we got 2 little black ones and 1 little white one.
No, I mean just all dogs in general.
Oh, but yeah, so little dude's like trying to follow me into the bathroom after a lot of Jameson.
Dude, it's not even St. Patty's yet, man. Why are you...
And no, it was Tony's surprise party. He loves Jameson. I was like, all right, let's get fucked up. Like, there you go. That happened. So I go upstairs because I tell everyone, like, all right, I got to go take a shit. Because my initial plans, I was drunk as hell, but my initial plans were to go take a shit, come back down, hang out for a little while. I get up the stairs, and that's when, like, you know, the wobble set in. I'm like, oh, fuck this, dude. Mm-hmm. I'm going straight to the bathroom. I don't know if I got to shit or throw up right now. Well, my dog always likes to come into the bathroom with me while I take a shit for some reason. It's like a protection thing, I guess.
Do you allow the dog to go into the bathroom with you?
I gave up on trying to stop him. He scratches at the door if I don't. And I'm not going to beat him like he loves me.
But that's like
no,
private
he will
time.
never do this again. He fucking follows me in. I look at him like, go away, man. And literally just fucking all over my dog. Like, he's a white little Maltese poodle. That's why I had to say white.
You're an asshole.
He turned red. We had nothing but Little Caesars, Jameson, and beer. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That dog better be sleeping on the fanciest of pillows.
He got my side of the bed.
At the moment.
Eventually. But what happened right after that is I throw up all over the dog, miss everything. Like toilet, don't hit bathtub, just straight fucking bathroom floor. Then I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta shit. So I get up, I start taking a shit, start throwing up too. So he pulled one of those maneuvers of like throwing up into the tub.
While pooping.
Yeah. Regina keeps trying to come in. That's a very vulnerable position that no man should be in. Like,
no woman either. No human should be walked in on while expelling.
So this situation happens. Well, she gets the dog. She throws him in the kitchen sink to go wash him off. He throws up all over her and starts having a vertigo attack. So she's washing puke off from me onto, like, from the dog, from just everywhere.
I thought you said this was not a sad story.
No, it's not sad if you think about it. I threw up on my dog, dude. Like, I felt bad as fuck.
It got vertigo and...
No, when he finally calmed down and I finally got back to the room, we looked at each other for a split second. It was like one of those connection moments with an animal. And then he just walked to the corner of the room. Didn't try to get on the bed. Just stayed there all night.
Oh, so now he hates you.
Kind of. No, he's my friend again. But I gave him some ham.
He's just like, I need space.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Yeah. I mean, he was following me into shit, so it's kind of his bad.
You know, to your dog, you're corn.
Yeah, and he will never try to fucking follow me into shit again.
Yeah, see, that's the real lesson. Don't let your dog shit with you, man. Or don't let your dogs watch you shit. That's weird.
Well, I think we talked about it on the podcast before, though. It's like the whole protection thing. It's the only time they're vulnerable and looking at you is when they're shitting. Like, you got my back, bro?
Yeah, but fuck that. I'm not letting them fucking... No, they don't have to return the favor. That's why we're humans. We have doors. That protects me better than that little fucker.
We have thumbs. We win.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
You can protect me better from the outside by barking anytime someone else comes by.
But that was when I it finally hit me. Like, I'm a little too old for this.
Yeah, you can't, you're not a young drunk anymore. Like,
No.
Young drinking is fun, because it actually is fun. The after effects are almost inconsequential.
You don't care about what happens later.
And because honestly, when I was a teenager, when I was drinking at fucking 14 and shit, I didn't get hangovers. Not until I was like 16, 17 that I actually started getting like actual hangovers and started like, okay, I might have alcohol poisoning this time. I have not stopped puking all day. It hurts. It hurts real bad. But I was also dumb. I didn't eat when I was drinking usually.
That's another moment. That was one of the moments where I'm realizing I was too old for this shit. I was throwing up, not thinking about like, oh my God, I'm going to go drink more and have a great time. It was like, dude, you're getting dehydrated. You need water.
That was one of the ones that hit me too. Like that.
Don't fall over. You're not going to suffocate on your own vomit. You're not John Bonham. You got this.
Yeah, like it became I got hit with that when I was fucking early 20s. Like just like I can't do it anymore like that. I can't do I'll just stay up all night drinking beers, throw up in someone's backyard, and fucking more beers. I often didn't, when I mixed it, that was when I would, no matter how you mix it, doesn't matter which order. No, I was always fucking puking it up. Oh yeah, Jaeger bombs and beer all over the place. I've got nightmares again. Thanks.
That's the only good thing about living right upstairs from Tony's house at that situation. All I had to do was get upstairs. So it was like, okay, you got maybe 50 feet, then 20 some odd stairs, then another like 100 feet, but that's going to be a switchback. Watch out.
Now, the real question, did you actually end up going back down after that?
Fuck no, dude. I wound up in just my boxers. Like, I had 2 jackets on, like a beanie, fucking I had a t-shirt, like pants on. I was fully clothed when I first got into that bathroom. When I left, I was only boxers and went straight to my bed, laid down a towel just in case. Regina put a bucket there. And I passed the fuck out. Woke up in the morning, hangover cure was carne asada fries.
How does corn do that every night?
I don't know, dude. Because, like, at a certain point, I felt like I greased my cheek, like, my fucking underwear. Thank God I didn't. But I really was like, oh my God, did I just shit my pants?
I knew Corn had a problem when he got excited about having leather seats because just in case he pisses himself.
You shouldn't be in that car driving drunk like that. Like, if you're going to piss yourself because you're so drunk, you shouldn't be in a car at all.
No.
I mean, if you're going to piss yourself, at least piss yourself inside of a house.
Yeah.
So you have easy access cleanup. Preferably your own house.
At that point, it's just like, dude, he might have to start wearing fucking Depends when he's drinking. just to be a slightly fucking decent human. But you know who's much better than a slightly decent human being? Mr. John Frickin Smith. It's only been, what, 20 minutes? But yeah, you heard his beautiful song at the beginning there, like 20-something minutes ago. The song, I almost forgot the name of the song. Yours to keep.
Off the album, Songs of the Great Collapse. Found at johnfrickinsmith.com.
Yes, indeed. You know, I had another story and I totally forgot what it was about. Oh, I'll remember it probably as soon as we hit fucking stop on the recording. That's usually how I remember stories now. Yeah, it was that story at the beginning was hard to not actually bring up before.
No, that's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, that one was one of those like I just kind of kept away from the subject. It was easy because yesterday, like the lateness of a manager made me able to at least get out the frustration part. Because that shit is frustrating, just sitting out there waiting like, you son of a bitch. That might have been the other story, was just that it happened again. I just told the story in reverse.
Happened twice.
Yeah. 2 times, god damn it.
So anyone listening, go back to the beginning, replay that part, and then come back. That would be cool if someone actually did that. I highly doubt it. But, fuck it. You never know. There's weird people out there. Not weird people, but like...
Yeah. There are definitely weird people out there.
We are those weird people out there.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. It's like, yeah, I'm a pretty weird motherfucker, yeah. But, yeah, drinking isn't the only way, though, that I've felt the age thing. I think what we were talking about earlier, too, is, was that gaming. Well, to be honest, though, to be fair, I have fallen asleep gaming even as a younger person. But that was like staying up all night playing and then dozing off finally. But as a 30-year-old now, though, I can say I've fallen asleep with the sticks in my hands one too many times. KOTOR. I like to sit in the ebb and hawk and just knock the fuck out. That's where most of those hours end up. I end up hitting over 50 hours and shit just because smoke breaks and falling asleep.
Yeah, I've hit that age as well. Even though, dude,
it's hard to get rid of that many hours too.
In this given day and age, it's one of those like I realize this just getting older in general with work. You hit work, and then there's a situation where you still want to do you shit.
Yeah,
and that's the fucked up thing because then it cuts into your you sleep time.
Yep. That's the you shit.
So your you shit is literally going into your sleep time, but your sleep time is gonna put you there no matter what. Like, yeah. Dude, there was so many times playing fucking Red Dead 2, Red Dead 1, and Skyrim, any of these open world games where you're like, okay, I'm gonna just do the side mission real quick. I'm gonna switch some shit up right before I do it though, so that way I'm all good. You sit there at like a campfire or a fucking house or something, you pass out. Mm-hmm. You wake up, your system's off. Thank God you have those like auto shut-offs now.
Yeah. Well, the last, like, I don't know. There is something like that. I do have that turned on the PS3. On the 360, I had it set for like 6 hours of inactivity. It would turn off, which is crazy long, but...
Yeah, well, I understand that. Like
back then, I was paranoid that if I was just binge watching on Netflix and it was auto playing, that it would shut off after 6 hours of me not touching the controller.
Not realizing Netflix is gonna ask you, "Are you still done?" Before that.
I like that they don't do that as much lately.
I get mad sometimes though
when they don't, because it's like, dude. You're supposed to have my back, Netflix. You
I passed out.
Yeah.
I'm old. My
I passed out
time.
watching a show, man. You, God damn it. Why can't you just let me watch a bunch of movies and just autoplay the movies? Because honestly, that would make it a lot better for some of those sleeping situations.
Dude, that'd be a situation where it's straight up cable television without ads.
Yeah.
Netflix needs to be smart if they want to keep up.
Because I've done that just from the computer with just a list of movies and shit and just start up at the beginning, turn it on, and fucking turn the volume down and knock the fuck out.
Wait, is there playlists on Netflix? I don't know about this. If there's playlists on Netflix, then this
That'd be
situation
cool.
is moot.
The only lists I know about like that is just your list and...
Yeah, your watch list.
You know, I haven't added anything to any lists on Disney Plus either. I don't even... Is there a your list?
There is, but you don't even need it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know there's an ad button on there, but honestly, everything I find, I'm either going to click on it and watch it, or I'm going to just find it again.
See, that's where I get an age situation going on with having Layla. And it's like, oh, yeah, you want to watch this? I've never seen that. What?
God damn it.
Dude, she started watching Recess because of Disney Plus. That's awesome.
I watched, I had to go for some nostalgia the other day. After watching The Mandalorian for a second time in a row. And that's not even trying to brag. I was making someone else watch it, and you know. But I went for Goofy movie, good old Goofy movie. I realized I haven't watched it on anything but VHS
Oh, it's different.
or like cable television, where it's got the side blocks and shit. Still, seeing it like actually like in a proper kind of HD fucking remastering a bit, it was nice. It was real nice. I thought I was gonna fall asleep. Because that's something that happens with age sometimes, is when you're watching a cartoon movie that you've seen along a bunch of times, it's real easy to fall asleep.
You're just like, it's a lullaby at that point.
It
You are
is.
a grown man child. You're just like, oh, yes, dude. Nobody.
You know how many times I've been like, I am going to watch The Lion King. This was before Disney Plus. Just like, I am going to watch The Lion King, and halfway through just knocked out. Wake up to all the lions roaring in the rain, and like, dude, I missed everything.
I mean, it's a good
Mufasa
part,
falls
but
off the cliff, and I'm done. I miss Hakuna Matata and everything.
it pisses you off because you're like, I missed the good parts. Like,
Yeah. Oh my god. You ever done that though? Like I know I'm not the only one that will watch a movie just because of one scene. Like sit through an entire movie just because you like one scene. And the rest of the movie, even if it's not great, it at least sets up that one scene. There Will Be Blood, as an example. I love the ending. And that's a hard fight sometimes when you don't realize that you just got off work and you're just like about to fall the fuck asleep as soon as you take 2 hits and get into it. Every time, man. Every fucking time.
it is a great movie, but yes, that's a situation where it's like, oh, fuck.
It's weird. I knock out like right after he brings the kid to fucking Paul Dano's town or whatever, and then I doze off. I doze off, and then I briefly come back during Paul Dano's fucking psycho fucking sermon or whatever. You remember that piece when... that was a good scene too. And it's usually enough to almost wake me up, and then I fucking doze off again. And wake up to the credits. I missed the whole goddamn milkshake scene. The whole thing I came here for.
Dude, that's one problem when you see a movie too many times, though, is you find your favorite parts, and then it sucks. Because you don't realize it, but it's very rare that your, like, number, like, 1 or 2 is in the very beginning of the movie. Because you can't open a movie like that, then you're fucked.
Think about it, nobody remembers the rest of Dawn of the Dead. Tarantino can do great beginnings and still have a stellar movie. I'll give him that. He can have an explosive beginning. But aside from that, for the most part, though, no, you're right. Most of the time, your favorite scene is usually in the middle when things start going against the characters. I've done it with Marvel movies too. It's the reason I've only watched Endgame once since DVD. I watched it in the theater once, watched it on Blu-ray once. Haven't cracked it open since. And I've got the digital copy too, and I haven't even busted that out. Not even out of some kind of dickery either. Just one of those, like, I know fucking... The more I watch it, the less I'm gonna fucking be interested in it, and the easier it'll be to fall asleep to it. And I really don't want to fall asleep on that one.
No.
I enjoyed watching it, like, that second time even, because it had been a few months. I waited patiently. And it was, like, yeah, enjoyable. At home, smoking weed, eating Popeyes. I remember that.
Dude, I think that's a situation where I guess age is a sweet thing, though, in that factor. Because what I've come to realize with certain movies, especially through fucking Disney and all this good, like, add-on app shit, is you kind of get just as excited, not 100%, but somewhat the first time you watch it as when you show someone their first time.
I second that because that honestly that when I mentioned the Mandalorian, I was watching it with my sister and just like you got to check this shit out, and seeing from the first episode, seeing how interested and locked in it got her and shit, I was like, fuck yeah, it's a confirmation, like, yes, it's going to a totally different demographic kind of here, but boom, someone else fucking confirming. Yes, this shit is fucking awesome.
I love that part because it's one of those.
I tried to get my nephew to watch Holes when he was down here. Knocked out.
Yeah,
He knocked out before fucking Stanley even got to the fucking camp.
it's really boring.
It really is. On
The
rewatch,
beginning, yeah, you're just like, okay, this isn't the good part.
he's not old. He's 7, so I guess he's not old enough to quite appreciate Shia LaBeouf.
Not yet. He'll be there. He'll be there.
Especially a young Shia LaBeouf without Transformers. Fucking ass.
Oh, with Layla, it's just showing her movies, and I get psyched up.
That little fucker got Legos and shit for for Christmas, but someone got him a Switch, so he doesn't open up any of his toy presents. It's just video game. On one hand, it's like proud. On the other hand, it's like, dude, you gotta appreciate your other toys too, man.
Yeah,
Before you hit double digits, you can enjoy action figures and shit.
Dude. Okay, I will be one of those old men. Fuck kids nowadays on that part. We had phones, yes. We eventually had touch screen phones and whatnot at a younger age, but nowhere near. Dude, my kid has a fucking Switch. She's 8. She's always on that thing. I have to actually tell her, like, no, play with your other. That is a situation where you're like, no, you have to play with your other shit. Be a kid. Like, yeah, sure. It gets to the point where they're watching kids play with toys, and you're like, this is fucking no. Like, this is not right. It's like a commercial, but a 15-minute commercial of this kid. Like, hey, you should get this. This is awesome. Check it out.
Yeah.
And then they're just sitting there playing with shit.
Yeah, that's where I don't understand the generation. I don't know, though, because people stream playing video games all the time, like, even for adults and shit. Where it's like, it's weird.
Can you imagine being a kid actually really watching, like...
Rich kids opening presents?
Yeah.
No, I would be very annoyed.
I guess we were more from a salty cut or something, but I would be pissed.
I kind of got it, though, a little bit, because just because when fucking my brother and I weren't living together, pretty much, there were those situations where it was like, oh, he got a PS2, and I got a PS1 for Christmas that year, where it was like, we're not the same anymore. We're not on equal ground anymore. This isn't right. So I wouldn't have been able to just watch that shit on the internet. Just watch strange rich kids.
Plus, dude, I remember trying to get convincing my mom to buy the weirdest, randomest shit on TV that wasn't toys, so I could use my toys to play on it and shit. I remember asking her for a fucking nativity set. Or no, not the nativity set. It was on QVC. It was like this fucking crazy ass setup for Jesus awakening from the tomb where the boulder like rolled over or whatever. I was gonna use that shit as an Indiana Jones style thing. Nice. I remember that, and she was not having it. She's like, no, you don't use that. No. So that was me just sitting there watching some random shit. Like, dude, can we get that? Why? I want to play with that. I had an N64. I had the situation of video games. I just went on that level of like, I want to watch a kid play with something.
No, I still had action figures and shit too. Like I remember, there was a time I had a cell phone and action figures. Of course, it was weird.
I'm trying to think of when I actually like had a real cell phone, not like because I had the situation with like the Virgin Mobile one, but I never really actually used my time for anything besides ringtones, so I didn't consider it a true phone.
Yeah, because texting, although it was big, but it wasn't as free or as unlimited.
No, it
as
was
it
like
is
10
now.
cents a message or
If you
something like
texted
that.
somebody like 3 times in a row without them replying back, it was like, dude, stop fucking wasting my phone minutes. There's a clear reason why I'm not hitting you back up, right? The old call me at 7. Or on the weekend.
Dude, that's one that's the shockers, is like the shit you have to explain to someone not that much younger than you.
Dude, god damn it, the shit you were telling me earlier, man.
Dude, I shouldn't have to explain 9/11.
To
Like,
someone even born in 2000. Like that. I get that you might not have been, you're, what, 1 year, 1.5 fucking max or whatever. That's not exactly old enough to comprehend the gravity of what's going on at the time. But
I mean, how I was...
I'm pretty sure kids learn about that at a very young age. Parents teach their kids about that at a very young age.
Dude, I was 8 when that happened. Like,
I was 11 when that happened, and they didn't shut the school down, but they made an announcement and shit.
dude, they showed that shit in our school.
We didn't have the TVs like that.
That
they had
shit
TVs, but they didn't have them like that.
They didn't do any morning announcements usually or anything like that. They did that on the intercom. They fucking put that on TV for all the kids.
Yeah, that was that's a tough one to have to explain to a kid. Like, especially when it's like, dude, in the internet generation where people share fucked up ass memes about that, you should at least have some clue. You would think they would have heard of it by now. People, it's not exactly something that people don't talk about.
It's something a lot of people talk about constantly with crazy
Conspiracy
theories.
and
A whole bunch of different aspects of, like...
Hell, History Channel all of them have done reconstructions of it and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's that's a baffling one. He didn't even do the GED.
No. It's one of those, like, he's a bright kid. He just obviously didn't want to do shit in school. That happens a lot, dude.
Yeah. Unfortunately, especially in this town.
But, yeah, there's a lot of shit that I sit there and I'm talking about at work because I got nothing better to do but talk about, like, random ass shit. So he's sitting there like, oh, what's that? I'm like, goddamn, dude, I'm like, you're not that much younger than me. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Why am I understanding shit you're not understanding? I don't think just finishing high school has
I
to
think
explain
that's why
that.
I only talk like movies and shit sometimes with people, because then it's just like, if they haven't seen a movie, you don't get as mad at them. It's just like, some people don't,
Apparently doesn't...
Fuck that. I got really mad at a fucking chick. She's like 21 or some shit. But, what was it? She'd never seen Friday and calls herself a stoner. Now, I don't know about you, but we weren't even 90s stoners. We were fucking 2000s stoners.
But you gotta appreciate the past.
Exactly. We had to look back, not just to Half-Baked and fucking...
You gotta look back to shit that has more...
Friday.
Yeah, more situations of actually
But we had to
realistic
go back to
situation.
we had to go back to Cheech and Chong and all that shit too. But yeah, that's what it was like. That's what it threw me off. Is like, wait, so you know who Cheech and Chong are, but you didn't stop on the way there for one of the ultimate stoner movies in Friday? And especially if you're a minority, you're almost extra required to watch that, especially in California. It takes place in California. Yeah, South Central. Yeah.
All three of them.
Yeah, Rancho Cucamonga. I don't know where the third one took place.
I don't either.
City-wise, at least. I think by then it was like, okay, we should probably be in like a fictional city. Like a bunch of Seth Rogen's movies being like Clark County or some shit. But like clearly in different fucking states and whatnot. It's weird. I'm very high too. But yeah, Korn eventually should be coming back, shouldn't he?
Hopefully.
Yeah, I didn't want to sound like mean on him and shit.
He never hit us back up either.
No. I even hit him up on the fucking Messenger group chat. Yeah, did I leave my phone in the fucking garage or something? That's something I would do. But yeah, of course that's what, yeah, I had something.
I just texted you, so if it's around you, it might light up. If it's not, it's not.
Oh,
here.
it's right here. And my phone's an asshole and doesn't light up. It's like, no, you light up enough. Yeah, Korn never did hit back though. Yeah, that fucking cock. But do we make an announcement now or do we bring it up later? When it actually happens.
Of. Let's make an announcement when it happens.
Okay.
Keep a little savory for the sweet.
Well, now at this point we've there's an intriguing factor, but no, it's not. No, we do have some news, but it's not news yet. If that makes sense, right? Yeah. But it's news that will kick in. I can say that. I can give a timeline. Within the next 2 episodes, probably. Hopefully. Actually, at this point, it depends on UPS. It will depend on UPS. But yeah.
Rain, sleet, or hail, or snow.
They've never made that promise.
They haven't. The fucking postman has, and then they say, nah, we're not delivering your shit. It's cold outside.
Sprinkled a little earlier today, so...
Yeah, California mail's different. They don't believe in snow. What the fuck is that? Rain.
Well, let's be real, in Hemet, snow is a myth.
See, that's the thing that sucks so bad.
Everybody in Hemet who's lived here more than 5 years has a story of the time it almost snowed.
It's so shitty. I've lived here a long time. I have multiple stories, dude, that you see it, you're like, yes. And it's finally coming down.
Every time it
hits the ground, you're like, it's rain?
Every time it gets cold, somebody starts trying to spread the rumor like, yeah, it's supposed to snow this year. Every
That's fucking
year.
I'll do it every year from now on. I'm like, dude, it's 32. You know, water freezes at 32.
It's supposed to start snowing out here, bruh.
The fucking
Are
thing
you
is,
ready?
Val Vista is still technically in Hemet, but we don't count it. So they have got snow.
The police count it, bastards, when they're shutting down weed shops.
Yeah.
Cocksuckers. I mean, if you suck cock, I guess that's not a crime, but...
If you don't like sucking cock,
but
that's how you should do. What?
If you don't like doing it, but you do it anyway, is that a crime?
No. That's a job.
That's when it actually earns its title, I guess. So realistically, if you like giving blowjobs, now I'm just afraid of you because now it's not a job anymore. You're not supposed to have fun at your job.
That's if they have fun. If you give me an unenthusiastic blowjob, I know you're doing the right thing.
Exactly. Like if you're really into it, then I start wondering how much practice you've really had in your lifetime.
Yeah, because, I mean, let's be real. Who likes sucking dick? I mean, even, like, dude, I don't...
No, on either side of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, either side of the spectrum. Man, woman, female, dude, any of them.
I don't think porn stars actually like it that much. They're just required. It's required.
Yeah, it's money. Like, it's all money.
That's like it's kind of weird too. It's like you don't believe they're an actual porn star unless they put a cock in their mouth, and you see it.
Like, to me, it sounds weird, but every time I've ever heard a girl say, like, oh yeah, I like to suck dick, I don't believe you.
No.
Like,
and usually they're not that good at it. The ones that say they like doing it. That's the real truth of humanity. Sometimes people are really talented at stuff that they just have never tried.
yeah.
You know how many athletes probably joined the wrong sport? Not realizing they could have been the ping pong champion. But instead they went for football. And they never got drafted.
They could be like the world's best curler.
Yeah. But they fucked up and went for a popular sport.
Like some dude that's wicked at cricket is fucking now a professional bowler.
Yeah, like...
That's not
or
real,
even worse,
but
he's a fucking non-professional bowler, but he's still on a team.
Only the Olympic team. That's it. No, you got to give him some credibility.
No, his team is just a group of douchebags that go to bowling. Yeah, they bought their own jackets. They've never entered a league at all. They just love the feel of it. They've all got greaser haircuts and shit.
They got matching colored shoes.
Yeah, they just love that 50s feel of bowling and shit.
They're all slick back here.
Yeah. They got rhinestones on their fucking logo on the back of their fucking shirts. You know, I want to see that group now. Somebody send us a picture of that. I am requesting you, the audience, the listener, whatever you call yourself. What do you call yourself in relation to us? A J&T baguette?
The audible ear canal?
That sounds just like... That sounds like
dirty.
we're... Yeah, like we're entering against their wheel. Their wheel? That works. No, that would hurt more. You need to put wheels in vaginas.
What?
Think about it. You'd never try to stick your dick in between like a spinning wheel. Like,
why are you wanting to ruin that?
To prevent rape.
How do they
Only
take
in
it out?
You can take stuff out, man. Don't poke too many holes. I'm just saying a wheel, not a fan, because then they might fly.
Oh, fuck you people if you didn't get the mental image of a girl just jetpacking away.
Let's say only for women too. That way, just because that would just be weird to
I
have
don't
to.
want a butt fan. Every time I fart, just
that would actually be fucking awesome if you could put like a kazoo or something like that. I'm sure somebody has done that. Actually, I'm sure someone
farted a kazoo.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm almost positive I've seen that in a movie. I just don't want to identify it. It's like a mental block of like, you shall never watch this again. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just am imagining that. I've been to way too many like fucking birthday parties, I guess, and just gotten the goodie bags. That's like one of the most popular fucking things to put in a birthday party goodie bag.
You go to 99-cent store and you just go like this. You
Yeah.
just shove everything in that's for birthday.
Well, thinking about it, that's one of the most ungrateful goddamn things you can do. Oh, thanks everybody for showing up for my child's birthday party. And for bringing presents for her too. And bringing your fucking punk ass kids too. Oh yeah, I'm gonna feed you in return, but I'm also gonna leave you with a present. Your kid's gonna have a noisemaker until they blow the little pulp thing out. I call it pulp. I'm high.
Dude, no, those fucking the roly paper things. Those are so much more annoying than a kazoo. Because a kazoo, they could at least hum like a little, funny melody or something. But those things, like when you're driving and that's all you hear. Just like
It's because they're violent, dude.
they are.
They unravel violently.
Because you can't unravel them without doing that. Like, you can't just simply, just like barely blowing that thing and it unravels. You have to, like, hit it hard. Yeah, and you hear that and you're like, oh, this fucking.
You hear the smack and then you hear the fucking.
I fucking hate those things, dude. I want to, like, is the creator of those and is the inventor, like, deceased?
I'm just imagining the irritation of driving with like 4 kids in the back seat, fucking all at once.
Dude.
Because they're kids, they can't blow as good, so you're hearing more smacks than actual fucking like hornage or whatever.
I've driven with 3 in the back.
Doing that?
Yeah, and just wanted to, I was like, oh, God, I'm going to kill
You know, I can smack the whole back seat.
No,
One
like,
swing.
I can end everything. I can.
I'm gonna kill us, Charisse.
No, not.
Oh.
Just like pull over and just. Like, I can rip those things apart, but then you start thinking about it like you're gonna snatch one and just start breaking them, and then you're even worse than beating them at that point. You're like mentally fucking them up for some reason. Like they're bitching about the time that you ripped it up.
I can't have kids. Because I will just mentally scar them for life with stupid little shit like that. Like, but no, I know because if I have a kid, they're gonna have a fucking attitude. Because I had an attitude. And there's no way I won't have that come back on. Like that, they said, I don't know about karma, but I just feel like in the genes that just comes back at you. If you give your parents any guff, you're going to get guff from your own kids.
I have an awesome little smartass.
Yeah.
So I'd be a smartass back because I'm sick of it.
And that's even worse. If they're smart, I got to actually mentally break them.
No, it's worse because
Blow
they
that
understand.
thing in my... No, fuck that.
They understand what's going on.
Exactly. They understand that sometimes daddy's going to be dominant. And there is a man of the house. It might be the mom, but... Damn it, I'm second place.
If I have to say something like that... Dude, there is a difference, though, in that situation. I don't care what the dominance is. Usually if...
You put some bass in your voice?
Yeah, it's a situation where, like, Regina's the disciplinary person. She's the one that, like, grounds her and shit. I don't really do anything. I just talk to her loudly. I just raise my voice a bit, and she's like, oh, God. And she crumbles. She starts crying. Is, like, apologizing for shit I didn't even want to talk to her about. It was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was just going to say, like, you should try better on your test next time. Like... Like, you're seriously... Oh, fuck.
I love when people bring their babies over and they try to touch something glass in the living room. I'm just
Oh,
like, no!
Dude.
And they're just like, look at me like, where the fuck did that come from? You heard me. Get the fuck away from it. Yeah, I don't... Fuck them kids. I don't censor myself around
Exactly.
a fucking baby.
No.
You're gonna hear fucking language.
Those are no words, and you only hear no words when things are going bad.
Yeah.
So you better back the fuck up, because Daddy will drop your ass 10 feet. Well,
I think I've seen too many like of the Terry Crews and Samuel Jackson memes of them just giving you the evil eye and shit, where it's just like, I've mastered it. Just no, and then fear.
I don't have that ability.
I'm also like fat and black and half black. So, my sister had a fucking friend over and shit. Kids running around. Didn't see me in the garage smoking and shit because he didn't go in the garage. So I open up the door and I come walking through. He comes around the corner, stumbles into me, turns around and fucking darts it to his mom. I'm cracking up. Sitting there with a cup of coffee and fucking a joint in my hand like, well, good. I don't know you, little fucker. You should be scared. Break anything and I'll break your little face. See, I don't have to say it. It's usually just there.
No, dude, the last time I tried to, like, give Layla, like, any version of stern look. Like,
with that mustache, nobody's taking you seriously.
no, that's the fucked up thing. Last time it happened, I was clean shaven. That's when she straight told me, I can't take you seriously. It was straight to my face. Like, I was trying to be serious. She's like, I can't take you seriously. I'm sorry. And started laughing in my face. So I was like, oh, fuck this.
Now you have to break her mentally. You can't beat her, so you just have to wait for the opportune moment to break something. Sadly, that's the only way to get through to them.
No, I just got... Dude, I threatened grounding, and she doesn't even quite understand what that is. Like, to me, it's a whole different thing. It's pretty much, you're just gonna lay in bed all day. Like, you're fucked. You don't get to play with toys or electronics. Like, you're not... No.
Yeah.
Like, I'll maybe put something on the TV. You're gonna eat. You want to read books?
No having friends over.
No fun.
Zero fun, sir.
You want to do math problems? We're going to make you a smart kid. You do math problems. But yeah, those situations happen, but that's very rare. She literally, dude, fucking stoned. She's literally thinking, like, grounding is just no electronics. Like, just, she can still play with their toys and shit. So I'm like, dude, I'm making you a kid by grounding you.
That's when you have no toys.
See, I've had to escalate to that because then it's one of those, like, okay, no toys, no friends, nothing. Not going skating today, nothing. Just sit there. Do your thing. Read books. Literally, like, things that are considered, well, at least to me as a kid, not as fun as fucking playing around with shit.
Yeah.
But it kind of gets fucked up and caught up in the middle because she enjoys reading books now, so I'm like, oh, fuck. She enjoys learning. How do I punish her?
Nothing is.
Yeah, like, you have to sit there.
Put on a blindfold.
No, dude.
And earmuffs.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's silent. That's
Exactly.
Punishment. That's
sensory punishment.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that with kids.
Yes, you are, as long as you don't lock them in a dark closet. That's more fucked up. You can't lock them in a dark, soundproof closet, but you can put a blindfold and earmuffs on a kid for 3 hours a day.
Whoa!
What did you think? 15 minutes? Fuck that shit. Dude, they're not going to learn from that.
I would.
No, you would not. You're just playing in the dark. You're just playing spies. After 3 hours, they don't know where the fuck they are because you pick them up every now and then and you move them.
Okay, for anyone that's listening, this does not happen in the household. This is just for comedic
This is all
relief.
hypothetical. No, but that's what I'm saying.
Dude, that would be crazy as shit, though. Like, seriously, imagine that. That really is to the point of sensory deprivation. You don't... I think it's after, like, 2 hours or some shit. You can't see what's left, right, whatever.
It's easier than saying go to bed. Because you can only get them to go to sleep at certain times, and let's be real, you only want them to sleep at certain times because then they'll be awake at other times.
Yeah, if they're waking up at like
sensory
9
deprivation,
at night,
though,
fucked.
They're gonna stay awake and start tripping balls.
No, well, see, I was gonna say the alternative to that is probably just tucking them in super tight to a bed to where they can't get out.
Then they can't breathe.
No, that's even worse because it's literally entrapment. Like, you're like,
see, yeah, if your kid's just sitting on the couch,
if they're trying to walk around though,
no, they're not allowed to walk around. You just sit in a lounge chair or something.
That's creepy. That's super fucking creepy. Like, that sounds like that's gonna damage their psyche, dude.
It's not.
Have you seen Get Out yet?
No, but that.
I don't like lounge or like fucking.
Okay,
any version of like a lazy boy anymore.
I'm talking about like a pool lounge chair.
Oh, that's even worse.
One of those ones with like the fucking straps that it looks like and shit.
Do you think they start hallucinating and thinking they're getting burned by the sun because they're in a beach chair?
Probably. Or do they think you're gonna throw them in the pool?
This is some stupid.
They imagine more punishment than you actually deliver.
Dude, that part right there was just some stupid conversation like the Nazis really tried. Like some stupid shit like that. They were just like, hey, dude, check this out.
They did not invest in earmuffs.
No, the Russians and Americans did.
Yeah. I've never heard of earmuffs being used, like full-on sensory deprivation. They're usually... It's usually like something more fucked up. They're dosing you with acid and shit. The soundproof room is so no one can hear you scream. You're just putting on earmuffs so they can't hear anything. You're sitting there just watching TV and shit next to a blind deaf child. Maybe that's what it becomes. It's a fucking lesson. It's a fucking lesson.
For you both? Like,
yes.
I don't know how to feel about this anymore.
Okay, after the first hour, you take one of them away. You give them one of their senses back after an hour. That'll prevent them tripping balls.
Maybe.
Okay, if you keep the sound off that long, they might start tripping. No. You give them one back, they won't be tripping as much. Yeah, they won't be as in their head.
Take the ears first, they're going to be walking into shit. Because that's when they're finally like, okay, I can at least hear shit. And they think they can hear walls. Like, dude, it's like 8 to 10-year-old kids we're talking here. That's the demographic for this.
What if your kid learns Daredevil shit?
That'd be cool. I mean, that's a possibility. And then when she opens her eyes, what? Even better or worse?
Put a piano in her lap.
Oh, dude, that'd be crazy.
She gets the Beethoven, Daredevil Beethoven.
She doesn't get to hear it either or see it.
Yeah.
You know how horrible that's going to go for the first few days?
The way you said that. She's not going to see it or hear it. That's so mean. That made it sound so much meaner. Like, that's mental. That's more torturous.
Yeah, like, play this. Where's the Beethoven? He can see it.
Okay, you give her to the piano after you take off the blindfold. Because then she'll be latched on to just the sight.
She's going to like what she's doing with her fingers, and then she's going to take the headphones off and hate herself. That's worse. That's psychology on... This is layered. It's very layered.
The reason why it's earmuffs instead of headphones, though, is because then you're not playing some subliminal fucked up message or anything on repeat. That's when it's like real torture. The deprivation for just a few hours of them, like, you know, you need to experience darkness and silence.
Hello, darkness. Yeah. No, what's fucked up is if you start that in the evening, like say around 3, by the time you stop this thing at like 6:45, it's gonna be dark again. So they're gonna be pissed.
I don't know why, but I just had this weird vision of just like a SWAT team kicking in the door of a deaf person and throwing a bunch of flashbangs, and it like affected and fucking up the guy's eyes, and just like a hardcore suing going on. Just like, my client was already handicapped, you sons of bitches.
You ruined his eyes. Like, he could see shit. He knew what black was. Now he can't tell what shit is. He can't hear it, he can't see it, he can barely smell it. All he smells is pepper.
He tastes and smells it, and that's not enough. That's not enough for life.
Dude, for a second I thought you were meaning like something that was like something that was gonna fuck with his hearing, like a wah. But then I was like, oh yeah, dude, it's not, he's deaf. So that doesn't even count. Like,
yeah, that makes that SWAT team the ultimate assholes if they're throwing flashbangs at a deaf guy.
If I was the defense prosecutor or whatever it is, I would instantly throw that one out there. I'd be like, well, he's deaf. Like, he wasn't blind. He could see him come in.
He's deaf. That doesn't mean he's armed or anything. You don't have to go in that hot, dude. Those fucking flashbangs.
We had a warrant. We were knocking. He couldn't hear us, so we thought he was hostile. We saw him sitting there like he didn't care. We hit him with the flashbangs. He can't see anymore, so he was down. He was kicking.
Oh my god.
I mean, he could see the flashbangs. He should have ran.
He didn't know there were flashbangs. He was ready to go down in a blaze of glory, and you sons of bitches went with the pussy grenades.
Why would you run into it?
if you wanted to make it hard for him to see, why didn't you use smoke bombs, you dicks?
He couldn't hear him either. He would have been fine.
Even tear gas is fucked up to use on a deaf guy, dude, because you're just like, dude, really? Like, that's the first thing you do is attack the one synth that he's got that keeps him fucking able to move around and shit. You just like...
It's so fucked up, but all I can imagine was one just going to a random person's face like a tear gas.
And if the other senses get stronger after you lose one and he's already deaf, you just fucking... He just super saw those flashbangs.
He super saw him. He smelled them. He
Smell them.
He straight smelled those bitches. He tasted them. He just couldn't hear them. Now he can't see.
And he still has the taste of flashbang in his mouth. Burp for me, client.
You smoke. My face hurts.
And well, we are about over the hour or so. So we, ow. I'm still kind of hurting on that one. Like that. That's one of the more. I guess you should just be nice to the senses that people got left. I guess on that one.
Don't attack deaf, blind, dumb, mutes, anyone.
Yeah, like don't go screaming in the ears of a blind person either. Like, you're just an asshole.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's what I always fucking hate. Because I have seen blind people in real life, and you actually see people, like, walking up to them, like, hey! You're like, dude, calm down. Like,
He's not deaf. Unless you keep screaming in his
it's one of those,
ear.
like, those assholes don't understand is he has a cane for a reason. It's not just to smack people. Echolocation and shit. They have great hearing for being blind. Like, I saw a blind dude ride a bike because he was clicking his tongue.
I'm just picturing like some cop going up to a blind dude with a fucking megaphone or whatever.
Excuse me, sir. Do you need assistance?
I can help you across the street. Put down the weapon first.
Dude, fuck those new goddamn blind fucking arrow pointer things. You know what I'm talking about. On the side of the corners. Have you heard them yet? You touch them and they're wait.
Yeah.
Like angry. He doesn't even sound like he's saying wait. He's just screaming it at you like wait. You're like, oh fuck. I'm sorry. I know I have to press you, dude. I have to go across the street. Like, can you imagine? He's yelling at you. You're a blind person. You touch it. He waits you. You fucking step into a car turning right. You're done. Yeah, they need to fix that. They need, like, Lando Calrissian telling you to wait.
Hold on there, sugar.
About 20 seconds.
Like 19, 18, 17. Yeah, I would prefer that a lot better. I'd end up falling asleep at that fucking light, man. Especially if he starts at like 30 or something like that. Oh wait, the countdown isn't until... Yeah, I forgot. They don't count down like until you can walk.
Hurry up. Yeah, they're like, hey, you got this amount of time. You better fucking hurry up. We gave you like 20 seconds.
Whose voice do you use for that one?
The hurry up, motherfucker?
Sam Jackson.
Yep.
Hurry up, motherfucker. 17, 15. Nigga, you just skipped a motherfucking number.
Shit, you better skip a step. 13.
Get to hop, skipping, and stepping and jumping, motherfucker. You think I'm over here playing? I got shit to do. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, follow at J&T Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for inside scoops. I don't know what we're scooping, but there's
Ice cream.
I need some ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in a long time. That sounds so fat. I haven't had ice cream in years. It hasn't been years. I'm too fat for that. But yeah, we'll see you next week.